I am the all-arounder, and this is Man of War Assault Squad and a mod called All Quiet on the Western Front. A World War I mod that was created by a team of sufficiently dedicated people that want people to, when they see this, they want to have them remember the past, get an insight of what, just kind of give you a general existence of the war. Now, for me, being a history person, I need to zoom this out just a little bit. For me being a history person, I really love this because it really grasped the aspect of what World War One was. It mostly was a war of attrition, in the sense, with the trench stalemate. But the idea that the mod creator had was to commemorate all those who had fought and served for their countries, both on either side, because World War I was one of those really complicated subjects that just because somebody shot somebody, I mean, I know he was a leader, but was it really worth going to war and costing 17 million lives? Which is about a generation back then. They call it the Lost Generation War. Now this one is the British campaign. We're going to start with the British. This takes place in Flanders, Belgium. This is the Battle of Hill 60, and yes, you can see me. There's a nice little tidbit of information. Anyways, to start this off, there's a nice little cinematic view of the soldiers marching to the front. I cannot keep this still. Sorry if this is terrible. This is on my phone because I don't have a camcorder and or a stand. So if it looks off, do not be surprised. And I really need to figure out how to fix that screen. Nope, that doesn't fix it. Oh god. That kind of fixes it. I guess it's going to be blue. Holy crap, this sucks. I cannot see that. Sorry if it looks really blue. I need to figure out how to fix that. But in a sense, this incorporates almost every aspect of the First World War. Now, due to the fact that I don't know, I mean, I haven't really posted any videos or anything. This is actually my first video. It's going to be terrible in quality, and I believe I'm down to a 15-minute restriction. So I'm only going to focus on trying to get the first objective. If I have a fair amount of time, I might get to the second one, but the first objective is right here, and it's to take out these emplacements around the crater of Hill 60. Now, I usually love to force control so that way I can get a handle on the situation, because sometimes for people who've played Men of War, sometimes the AI is not all that good. I am terrible at cameraing. Zoom out, zoom out. There we go. Does that look okay? I'm gonna have to zoom in more. Orders work. As if you know a fair amount of World War I, you know the major innovations of the war were artillery and machine guns. Since technically a mortar is like a very small mobile artillery. It has a shorter range than average artillery, even for anti-tank guns. Which anti-tank guns weren't really called that back then. They were only called anti-tank when the tank actually started becoming a major thing. I am down to 10 minutes. This is not good. And this is see, when I fire this, I'm supposed to get, like, the thing's supposed to judder because it simulates it firing, so it's really disorienting when it doesn't do that. I need to get close up on my situation here. Now, sometimes the hit detector is a little off. Holy crap, do I need to pay attention to the camera more? The hit detection is a little off, so sometimes when you see like an explosion like right next to a soldier, it might not register it. Other times when the soldier's like running away and the explosion happens, there's a shrapnel effect, which really kills, which really is deadly. I've already played through this, so it's not really like a blind run. So I'm going to get out of personal mode. There we go. I'm going to call an artillery strike. Pretty much this gives like a short burst of artillery fire on the position, and it's really unpredictable. I will say that, because sometimes it can be very effective. Other times it can be widely spread and slightly unpredictable. Now, the fog, I don't know if you can see that or not, there is a fog right here. Due to the fact that World War I first introduced chemical warfare, that I know right off the bat, well, I don't personally know, I'm just going off by knowledge, but moving on, he has introduced the three major gases that were used during the war: phosphorus, chlorine, and mustard. This, I believe, is supposed to be chlorine. The pure white is supposed to be phosphorus, and the yellow, of course, is mustard gas. Now, I'm going to attack this area with several mortars. Hopefully I can get a decent barrage over here. I don't want to I don't want to use up all my shells. See? Did you see that? Shell hit right directly here. This guy didn't die. Now if you know what the real effects of the gas are, I'm getting sidetracked here, but if you know the real effects of gas, phosphorus is like it's a chemical agent that results in like severe burns. So when you run your troops through there, it's not going to take immediate effect, but when their health is gone, you will see their bodies as if they were hit by flamethrowers. Also, another thing to note, there are flamethrowers in here, but they're mostly for like personal command. If I can find him. This one, flamethrower. You have to take personal command and then just kind of fire like normal. It's weird, but I can understand it just in case if it's like friendly fire, because friendly fire can be very deadly, which is not one of the most helpful things when one of your objectives on here is to have at least one of your soldiers survive. And there is one more soldier in here, so I'm going to start moving up troops. I'm going to move them up here. Actually, I'm going to move them right here. Now, usually what I do is I take the APC unit right here, and I go up this way. Now, this is supposed to be a future objective. You can go at these at any order, but the real order is supposed to be capture the crater, capture the area around the crater, and secure a foothold on the hill. be careful of the artillery emplacement and the machine gun emplacement. I also believe there is a mortar in there. No, there's not. Never mind. But what I do is I usually take the APC through and take out this pillbox, because it's got a machine gun in it, this pillbox, that pillbox, that APC unit, and I've gone as far back as taking this entire area out, but I've usually tried to shell this constantly until the artillery emplacement gets knocked out. And some of the visual effects for the artillery emplacements, it's really weird, because if you've ever played Men of War, the physics are really weird, especially with certain explosions. Like I've seen, like with the artillery bombardment that you'll see, I've seen soldiers, like this one over here, I've seen soldiers stand from their current position, get hit, and get launched about right here, if not longer. It's funny, but it's weird at the same time, because you don't expect it. Where are those infantry? Okay, I have them over here. Cancel. 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 They're being shot up because there's a machine gun there that I completely forgot about. Get over, get over, get over, get over. And that's another thing about this. Every decision matters. I am down to 3 minutes. Great. And we haven't captured the first objective. Yay! I am terrible. Why have we not captured this? I might have to cut this short. But at least you get the gist of the idea. But I was talking about the objectives. Oh, I hate when I get sidetracked. I have ADHD, so that's probably going to be a common thing. But the first objective is to capture this and get a foothold. The second objective is to capture this first line of defenses. I'm looking off to the left. I need to pay attention through the camera. The first line of defenses over here. The third one is to capture this area and secure the left flank, and then move up the hill, not exactly through the trenches, but move up through the hill and take out the German HQ, which is this sector over here. It's also helpful if you take out this heavy howitzer or German mortar. They call it either or. And I'm going down to 2 minutes. And there's one guy that, you gotta be kidding me. Let's go. Please tell me the artillery's gonna get him. The artillery did get him. Why is the objective not done? Hello? Did I get a mortar? I gotta act fast because I'm like at 1.5 minutes before it cuts off. Intense, I'm down to 1 minute. Come on. Come on. Really? Really? I'm down to less than 1 minute. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. You will see your men pass out a lot. When they have the red circle around them, they're not dead. They're just knocked out due to the gas. Just give it a while and they'll eventually come back up. It may be at random times, but it's better than nothing. Okay, there we go. Conquer the crater. The next one is over here. Once it pops up. Here we go. Capture the Caterpillar Hill. What is this right here? Okay, since I have like 20 seconds left, this has been a test video, and this has been the All-Arounders signing off. Terrible outro. Working on that.